Now at 10, Ascension Health System gives an update on their response to a ransomware attack. Plus, an Interstate 44 project could bring big changes to Webb City, along with some big financial concerns. And cars by the dozen line up for drive-through services at a new fast food franchise in Joplin.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
McDonald County, Missouri authorities today discovered the bodies of 2 people who are believed to have crashed their car Saturday morning. This is KOIM News at 10. I'm Dow Quick. Deputies responded early Saturday morning to reports of a crash in Ginger Blue. They searched the area but didn't find anything. Then, around noon today, someone found a car covered in debris off the road on Missouri 59. Missouri State Highway Patrol troopers say the bodies of 25-year-old Dane Paulson and 27-year-old Heavenly Williams, both of Anderson, Missouri, were found in the car. The Highway Patrol's major crash investigation unit is still working that case. Meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney joins us now with a first look at the weather.
Well, temperatures now have started to drop down to the lower 60s, pretty uniform across the area. 60 in Monette, 64 in Joplin and Miami, 62 in Neodesha, so low 60s, and we're going to continue to drop as we get into the overnight hours. We've also seen a lot of rainfall. If you're in the blue, so more of the northern counties, you saw less than half an inch of rain, and anywhere in the central counties, Independence, Pittsburgh, Joplin, saw closer to 1.5 inches to half an inch as well. Now just southwest of Monette saw about 2 inches or more of rainfall as all of these storms have finally cleared out. But we do have a few more rounds of rain continuing for the rest of the week. Still no severe threat, but I'll have more details for you in just a bit.
See you soon. The Walmart Supercenter on Joplin's 15th Street has reopened after a gas leak forced the evacuation of the building this afternoon. The fire department responded to a 911 call around 12:30 after people in the store began showing medical symptoms. Authorities evacuated the building of all employees and shoppers. Fire crews treated 5 people at the scene and 4 people were taken by ambulance to the hospital. Investigators believe the gas leak was related to the installation of a new oven in the bakery section. The store reopened around 2:30 this afternoon after the gas levels were determined to be safe. We're learning more about the recent ransomware attack targeting Ascension Health Systems. Ascension said today it worked around the clock with the support of cybersecurity experts over the weekend to respond to the attack. Ascension says they're making progress, but it's going to take time to return to normal operations. They add all Ascension Via Christi hospitals, physician offices, and care sites across Kansas remain open and operational. But patients might encounter longer than usual wait times and some delays. Ascension is posting updates online through about.ascension.org. Bourbon County, Kansas residents will vote on a plan to help establish and operate a new emergency department in the county following the closure of Ascension Via Christi's ER in Fort Scott late last year. Voters will decide tomorrow whether to adopt a 1/4-cent retail sales tax to fund the proposal. If approved, the tax would begin on October 1st and remain in effect for 5 years. A Southwest Missouri organization today made a donation to help people receive life-saving medical equipment and supplies. The Jasper and Newton Counties chapter of 100 Women Who Care gave $4,200 to the Medical Loan Closet in Joplin. That organization loans out new and used medical equipment to people in need.
For us 100 Women Who Care, it just tugs our heart. You know what? Every time you give, you are uplifted. And so through our giving, you know, it brightens my day every day. And then for these families, you know, it's not only the person that gets the supplies, but it's their families.
The organization says the donation will be used to pay for 4 months of rent for their warehouse. Freeman Health System today kicked off their celebration of Hospital Week with an all-staff barbecue. Hospital Week is a national celebration in recognition of the 5,000 hospitals, healthcare systems, networks, and others who provide care to their communities.
For myself, it's being able to give back to people. I'm a giver, so just being able to see the smiles when they come through saying thank you, that's all I need. So it's fun. I enjoy it. I've been here 18 years and getting to see what I was a baby when I started, and now I feel like the mom and getting to see all the young kids come through. It fills my heart.
Freeman Health employs more than 300 physicians on staff representing more than 60 specialties. Forward 44 aims to improve Interstate 44 through a series of projects widening the interstate, as well as bridge improvements and replacements. One project plans $31.4 million for roadway improvements near the Fidelity interchange. However, Webb City Administrator Carl Francis says that project's going to cost Jasper County potential interstate funding for Freeway 249. Francis says Freeway 249 should be considered an interstate so Jasper County can receive more funding and reduce the flow of traffic near the Fidelity interchange.
Do you think they'll ever eventually get to that?
Why would they? It's a lot of money. They're going to spend $200 million redoing I-44 and Fidelity. You could do this for less.
KOAM reached out to Representative Cody Smith for a statement, but has not yet received one. If you've been waiting for Whataburger in Joplin to open, well, you're not alone. The burger chain opened their drive-thru today at 11 a.m. with the first 100 in line getting prizes of Whataburger swag. And what a line. As you can see from our drone footage, the line for the drive-thru was considerable. What a wait. Wonder why? Well, Whataburger, what do you think?
I think it's our product more than anything. We have a great experience at our restaurants. We have fresh product customized however you want it.
Dining room and curbside service will follow in a couple of weeks, and there's a Whataburger opening soon in Webb City as well. Look for lines when that happens. A Missouri man pleads guilty for crashing a U-Haul into a White House barricade. That's coming up, but first.
The prosecution's key witness takes the stand in former President Trump's so-called hush money trial. I'm Jared Hill outside Manhattan Criminal Court with what Michael Cohen says former President Trump did in this catch and kill scheme.
Donald Trump's former attorney testified that the former president was intimately involved with a plan to quash stories that threatened to hurt his 2016 White House campaign. The case is the first ever criminal trial of a former U.S. president. Jared Hill has the latest.
Donald Trump denounced his criminal case after Monday's testimony from the prosecution's star witness, former Trump attorney and fixer Michael Cohen.
So it's really a very sad day for the country.
Inside the courtroom, Cohen testified about his involvement in hush money payments that are central to the case against the former president. Cohen told jurors he kept Trump informed of talks surrounding payments made before the 2016 election to adult film actress Stormy Daniels and former Playboy playmate Karen McDougal, who both said they had sexual encounters with Trump. Cohen testified that Trump personally approved of the plan to pay Cohen in installments designed to look like pay for legal services.
Cohen so far has been effective for the prosecution. He is the first witness who's really placed Donald Trump directly in these discussions about the payoff to Stormy Daniels.
The former president maintains his innocence in this case where he's charged with 34 counts of falsifying business records with the intention of influencing the 2016 election.
There's no fraud here. There's no crime here.
Cohen also testified that when Daniels started shopping her story, Trump told him, quote, just take care of it. Cohen added that then candidate Trump was furious. The election was just weeks away. And according to Cohen's testimony, Trump said it was a, quote, total disaster. Women are going to hate me. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Cohen is set to return to the stand on Tuesday as prosecutors continue questioning him. A man who crashed a U-Haul into a barrier at the White House last year has worked out a plea deal with prosecutors. The Justice Department announced today Sai Versith Kandula of Missouri pleaded guilty to an attempted attack on the White House. Prosecutors say the 20-year-old flew from St. Louis to Dulles International Airport last May. Kandula rented the U-Haul at the airport. Prosecutors say he had planned that attack for several weeks. A judge will sentence Kandula in August. He faces up to 10 years in prison. The iconic Porsche 911 is going hybrid. Its gas engine will be assisted by at least one battery-powered electric motor. Porsche is set to officially unveil the 911 hybrid in an online event on May 28th. The company already sells plug-in hybrid vehicles, but this is another matter entirely because the 911 defines the Porsche brand. It is one of the most recognizable sports cars in the world. Having a hybrid version of it will likely help support the acceptance of electric motors. Test drive data indicated the hybrid will be faster than the currently purely gas-powered 911. General Motors' autonomous driving subsidiary Cruise will start taking its self-driving vehicles out on public roads again this week. The company halted testing last October after a pedestrian was hit in San Francisco. To help prevent similar incidents, Cruise's vehicles will have a safety driver at the wheel of the modified Chevrolet Bolt EVs. The vehicles will still do most of the driving, but with a human ready to take control if needed. Phoenix, Arizona will be the first test city. OpenAI says its ChatGPT is getting smarter. The company today announced an update to its artificial intelligence called CPT-4o. The new version is available to anyone, even unpaid customers. OpenAI says it can carry on conversations with users on uploaded photos, documents, or charts. The new ChatGPT also has a memory, so it can learn from previous conversations. You might or might not be assured by that. Lindsay's up next with a little bit later. History becomes a real page turner as a local author visits the Pittsburgh Library.
Well, we've seen a lot of rainfall today, but luckily there was no severe threat. So let's take a look outside at Indigo Sky Casino and Resort as that sun was setting earlier today. As the clouds broke up, rain finally cleared out of here. We did still see a few isolated thunderstorms and showers pass by the last couple of hours, but overall, most of the rain's out of here. We've seen about less than half an inch if you are in the northern counties, anywhere in the blue you see on the map, less than half an inch of rain. Now, Independence, Pittsburgh, Joplin, and anywhere in the green saw about half an inch to 1.5 inches of rainfall today. And then southwest of Monette saw over 2 inches of rain. Now we also have a few storm reports. There was one north of Bentonville. Some tree limbs were knocked down due to some wind gusts. And actually there was also a tornado on Branson, which is not in our area, thank goodness, but that's where the threat was, out of our area. So we're mostly clear for most of the afternoon Tuesday. We've got a few more showers rolling through Tuesday morning, and then we'll be clear for most of the day on Tuesday. And then more storms roll back in Wednesday morning and most of the earlier afternoon hours as well. But we're not seeing any severe threat. We don't see a severe threat with any of these storms for the rest of the week, but we are seeing the rainfall, which isn't a bad thing. We do still have dry to moderate drought conditions along the Oklahoma and Kansas border and in southwestern Missouri as well. So not a bad thing, still having some rainfall. Very good thing we don't have any severe threats. So a future track, we don't have any more rainfall tonight, but through Tuesday morning, we still have the last little bit of a rotation from that low pressure system brought few more showers in to the morning hours on Tuesday, starting about 7 a.m. So when you're getting ready, starting your day, a few more showers if you're in Missouri or Arkansas. This is 10:30 in the morning, still a few more scattered showers that'll continue until about 3. Then they'll finally clear off. We've got a nice day Tuesday, and then those storms on Wednesday start to push in pretty early, about 4 a.m. There's going to be mostly widely spread rainfall by 7 a.m. just hitting Kansas and Oklahoma, and then they'll start to push into Missouri, southwestern Missouri and Joplin area. But by that point, it's about 10:30 in the morning. They're really going to start to dissipate. So this is 12:30 in the afternoon, and you can see storms have lightened up pretty significantly, and then they'll eventually dissipate. But we do have more thunderstorms Wednesday night, so we'll have a break in the afternoon hours, but then those more storms return Wednesday night. Thursday, scattered thunderstorms. Friday, scattered thunderstorms. And then we'll clear for the weekend. Temperatures warm back up to the 80s. And we do see the sun come back out for the weekend.
The city of Joplin plans a test of its emergency sirens this week. That test is going to take place at 10 a.m. on Wednesday. No critical weather is forecasted this time, as Lindsay says, but residents should note this is merely a procedural step following a minor maintenance work completed on the outdoor emergency siren system. City of Joplin received some praise today for its bookkeeping. The city's been awarded the Government Finance Officers Association Certificate of Achievement in Excellence in Financial Reporting. It means the city received the highest, best opinion on audit and earns awards for excellence in financial reporting. This marks something of a trend for the city. It's received this honor for 33 consecutive years. Some Pittsburgh residents got a lesson on the history of America's first ladies. Author and Pittsburgh native Diana Bartelli Carlin helped write the book Remember the First Ladies, the Legacies of America's History-Making Women. Today she came to the Pittsburgh Public Library to sign copies of the book and give a presentation about the information it holds.
Yeah, I was a little concerned when it was pouring down, but it cleared off and we have a beautiful evening. And I think the people would have come out anyway because Diana grew up in Pittsburgh. A lot of people will remember her. And plus she had a really interesting book. So I think we're in for a treat tonight.
The author has taught courses on First Ladies at 3 universities, including St. Louis University and the University of Kansas. Still ahead, the Oklahoma City Thunder try to even up their second round playoff series against the Mavericks. And a Crowder Rough Rider is named the Region 16 Baseball Player of the Year. Don Dales has those stories and more coming up next in sports.
The 2024 season ends this past weekend for Pitt State softball, but one Gorilla gets some big-time recognition today. And the same is true for Crowder College baseball, whose season continues this week in the South Central District Tournament. Pittsburgh State outfielder Heather Arnett is named the Central Region Player of the Year by the Division II Conference Commissioners Association. The PSU sophomore adds this to a lengthy list of accolades, which includes MIAA Co-Player of the Year and Gold Glove winner. Arnett set school records for hits, runs, and stolen bases in a season this year while leading the Gorillas to a 53-8 record. Elsewhere, Crowder College outfielder Colton Reynolds is named the Region 16 Player of the Year. This comes right after the Rough Riders won the Region 16 tournament and punched their ticket to the South Central District Tournament this weekend. Reynolds is hitting just under .375 this season. He's got 10 home runs and 67 runs batted in. It's regional playoff time for high school softball in southeast Kansas. 4 quarterfinal matchups take place at Riverton High School today. Now, the top seed, Frontenac, in this region plays like it today. The Lady Raiders have no problem in their quarterfinal against Galena. They win 15-0 after just 3 innings. Elsewhere, Baxter Springs wins 4-3 over Cherryvale in a walk-off single and extras from Chesney Billings. Raiders and Lions are going to see each other in the semifinals on Wednesday afternoon. Elsewhere in that same regional, the host team Riverton with a big upset in its quarterfinal. Lady Rams take down 3-seed Caney Valley 5-2. They'll be facing Columbus in the tournament semis on Wednesday. Lady Titans take care of Girard 10-0 in a game that goes final after just 5 innings. Playoffs in full swing for high school baseball in Missouri as well. Class 4 District 11 semis. Aurora takes down the 1-seed Monette in a marathon of a game. Hound Dogs scores 6 runs in the 10th to earn a spot in the district championship. Now they will face Mount Vernon in the district title game tomorrow evening. Mountaineers shut out Seneca 4-0 in the semifinals tonight to move on to the finals. Moving over to pro football, the Chiefs will begin their quest for a 3rd consecutive Lombardi Trophy. In the first game of the 2024 NFL season, the back-to-back Super Bowl champs will face the Ravens at Arrowhead on Thursday, September 5th. This will be a rematch of last season's AFC Championship game, which Kansas City won 17-10 in Baltimore. Over to the NBA playoffs, the Thunder try to even up the series against the Mavericks at 2 games apiece tonight. Now, in order to do that, they have to win in hostile territory on the road. Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals tonight in Dallas. Thunder in trouble in the second half. They're down 67-58 late in the third quarter. Just as we come on the air, OKC has just over a quarter left to put together a comeback. But they definitely are running out of time. And it's a big difference, 2-2 going back to Oklahoma City versus down 3 games to 1.
Yeah, you put yourself in a position where you can't afford to lose another one
Exactly.
if you lose tonight. We'll be right back.
We have a few more scattered showers if you were in Missouri or Arkansas in the morning. Those will continue until the early afternoon hours. And then rain showers and scattered thunderstorms continue all the way through the work week and clearing for the weekend.
Lindsay, thanks. Country singer Toby Keith was granted an honorary degree from the University of Oklahoma over the weekend, 3 months after his death. His daughter, Crystal Keith, accepted the degree on behalf of her late father during the university's graduation ceremony. The musician died in February at age 62 after a battle with stomach cancer. Crystal said her father was informed of the honor before he passed away. Toby Keith was an Oklahoma native, huge fan of the Oklahoma Sooners football team. All 3 of his children are OU alumni, so I'm sure they were very grateful for that honor. Final sports note.
In Missouri, the boys golf high school state championships round 1 finishes today, and Harry Satterley from Joplin is in second place in Class 5 after 1 day.
Well, see what happens. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget the morning show starts at 5 a.m. and let's make it a great tomorrow.
Closed captioning